It's Van Dyke. Welcome back to another Van Dyke Lab. And today we are doing baiting debate. I know, right? That was like kind of creepy, but okay. So today, whatever is in this lure box, we are going to be debating if it's a bass lure or a pike lure, or it could be used like pike / trout / like muskie / anything really.
Anything that is in our lake.
So, Isaac / Lake Huron guy, pick out the first lure.
I'm already gonna go with the big one.
Okay, so as you can see, he went with the beautiful deep diver. Kind of gives off a
jerk. It's kind of like a collab with a deep diver crankbait and kind of collab with a jerk bait.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's like a long deep diver kind of looking thing. I'm guessing this is going to be probably for pike.
No, it could actually probably be used for trout.
No, I don't think I thought you were gonna say bass. No, I don't think it could. No, I don't think it could. But or we could say it could be used pike / trout.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid between both. Okay, that's first lure finished. So probably this is gonna be put to the pike / trout. So guys, I'm just gonna put a thing right there saying it's pike / trout. And now my turn to pick the next lure. I already know what the one I'm gonna pick is, but should I pick it?
Just go with it.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Why not? Okay, guys. So here we got a kind of rainbow trout looking lure. As you can see right here, it's got the 3 treble hooks on it. Oh, whoops. It's got the 3 treble hooks on it, and it's even got the tail at the bottom, if you can see right there. And so, I already know what this is for. This is obviously a pike lure. Obviously a pike lure, and, what do you think? Are you agreeing with me?
I actually used that lure before, because it was usually mine, but what happened was I actually got a trout with it.
Oh, it's for trout, too?
Yeah, spoons are like basically. Trout. I think the reason why they made it into like a trout kind of thing is just because to make it look cool.
I see.
So kind of hybrid.
Yeah, so hybrid between both. So that's gonna be with the same as the deep diver jerkbait. So as I said, I'm gonna do the same for this and put it in the same category as the trout / pike lure. It's gonna be right there. Okay. Next lure. Go ahead, Lake Huron guy. Choose your pick.
I'm gonna go with my.
That's for sure a bass lure. For sure a bass lure. So put that close up to the camera.
I read on the package of these. These can actually be used for like anything that can eat minnows.
This kind of reminds me of like a perch-y kind of thing.
Yeah, when I bought this at the store.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a perch, but yeah. Kind of reminds me of a perch.
One thing you guys can do, like if like this part like broke off, you can like just replace it.
Yeah, you can replace it with a different. So I'm gonna say this is for
anything that eats.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say like walleye, bass. I'm not too big on pike, except I want to start getting more into pike, kind of. And I'm guessing this is probably for pike too, except I'm gonna say mainly for walleye and bass.
Yeah.
So, that is going to go in the bass and walleye section. It's going to be a hybrid, except not like the pike lure and trout lures. So, just right there will be the next thing. Okay, now, what I'm going to pick is actually not going to be a lure.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Van Dyke, but you can actually use these for an Alabama rig, too. Oh, crap.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know what the chandelier Alabama rig is, like, it's supposed to mimic, like, a whole bunch of minnows going by. You can use these for like for the swim baits and stuff.
Yes. So, now next, what I'm going to pick is, I wouldn't say it's not a lure. It's not for a lure, okay? This is not for a lure, but I'm going to pick drop shot weights. Now, if you don't know what drop shot weights are, they're for Senkos. They're for mostly Senkos. So pretty much, you actually not know what they are?
I don't use Senkos.
Oh. Okay, so, guys, a drop shot weight is for a Senko. So pretty much what you do, they're actually really, really easy to put on. So before you tie on your Senko hook, or like a self-setting hook, like a worm hook, you just tie it on, and here, I'll take out one of the weights for you guys.
I actually used those for a float setup one time, but that's in my
those things are too heavy.
Yeah, I accidentally used those ones because I ran out of weights. That was actually on my first year of fishing.
Right, probably, if you can't see, right in the middle there, it's got a little hole in it, and then there's like a little flat piece. So that's where you stick the line, and you just move it up to where you want it, and then kind of just put the line in there, and then it sits there, right? It sits at that kind of moment. And you can also actually use this as a line snapper too. It actually works really, really well. I did that today, and I only figured that out today. But we kind of did some off-camera fishing, and that was fun. We didn't catch anything though. We actually saw a giant shad though.
I think it was a shad.
Maybe it could have been a trout.
Yeah, it could have been a trout. That was kind of interesting because we thought the trout only come by in like cold water, but
yeah, well,
I think that one's probably just
cold water / warm water. But anyways, so these are drop shots. I'm gonna put them for the Senko category, and now Isaac is gonna show us / Lake Huron guy is gonna show us our last weight category.
People call me Huron for short, but anyway, I actually used these for Senkos when I had mine.
Oh, you did?
These are called like finesse sinkers, but I call them just bell sinkers. Actually, Bo Beta's going crazy, but oh my god. Oh. Oops.
No, it's good.
Okay, so these I actually like to use a lot, but I find it really annoying to put on. Just depends like what size of hooks they are. I think I use these for like kind of anything that I use with my finesse setups, like usually, but
yeah, you just stick them right on the top of the hook area, or on top of the snap swivel or something, whatever you have.
I don't use snap swivels.
They work very, very well for just mostly Senkos. I've never really used these before, except I mostly use drop shots, and yeah.
We should probably discuss about this that I just found in my pocket.
That is also a bell sinker.
No, it's not a bell sinker.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's heavy, bro. What the hell do you use this for?
I use that
800-pound line?
No, I actually use these for like I put like a swivel on. I tie it onto a swivel and another piece of line for like trout, because I put like a minnow on and let it swim around. And also I use like row bags with like a float inside.
Oh yeah. Okay, so now it will be my turn for the next lure I am gonna choose. Now this one is actually gonna be very debatable between every single thing. Okay, it's gonna be a topwater. That's all I'm gonna say. Just gotta kind of unhook it here. It's tangled up, but
you're in a rush to get through that spot because you're hungry.
Yes, I was. So here it is. It is a minnow jerkbait. Has the round bail on it.
The Rapala original floater.
Yes.
Is actually what it's called.
Yes, and so
these actually come in different sizes.
Yeah.
One of them, I have the longer version with like 3 treble hooks on it. Maybe next video I'll actually show you guys the difference. But I usually like to use those for a float setup. Not a float setup, a spinning setup. But people like to use like heavy jerk baits for bait casters.
See, this is for spinning setup only, okay? Spinning setup only. Do not use this for a bait caster. It will not cast. All the way. But anyways, this is very, very debatable. I know this is definitely for bass. Definitely, I would say for anything that eats minnows.
Which is everything that we have in Lake Huron.
I also want to say this is for pike, too. If you're fishing in shallow waters where pike are.
I actually had a pike on with that.
Not like shallow waters, except what I'm saying is, so some pike stay in shallower water. Like today we were fishing and I was using a spoon. Okay, it's not really like anything to do with a spoon, except it's to do with the shallow water. And I actually almost caught a pike when I was actually practicing dock skipping there, and I pull it out, and all I see is a pike just come up, and I'm just like, oh dang. But I would say this would work for pike if you're fishing in shallow water. So, now, it is time for the next lure. I will go skip to Lake Huron guy's part where he shows you his Rapala floating jerkbait that is bigger than mine. And disclaimer, guys, this is not beer. It's just a can of Coke. It's very tasty. But I'm going to skip to that part right now. Okay, guys, so we are back. And Huron is got his other Rapala. He's just trying to get untangled with a buzzbait. And anyways, so, yeah, there it is. It has the 3 treble hooks on it.
I would usually recommend this compared to that one. I actually use this for my bait caster. I use this for my bait caster, to be honest, but I would recommend the 3 treble hooked version because it will, like, 3 times the chance that you'll actually catch a fish. But, yeah.
Okay. Now it is your turn to pick a lure.
I'm actually going to pick something from out of my tackle box. I would rather go with a tube jig. These are, like, all my favorites.
That is a pike lure.
Oh.
Pike bass lure. This bright of a color, I honestly think it's for trout. I personally think this is for trout.
No, it's usually meant for pike.
Well, I don't know, Isaac. I personally think this could work for trout too.
Yeah.
And so we'll set that aside for the next lure.
It's like the. Okay. It's like an unknown type of lure. I've never seen people catch anything on these, but they say pike love these. But
okay, guys.
We'll never know unless we try. That's what we all think.
Time for the next lure.
My most complicated lure of all time.
Okay, guys. Now we're gonna choose the lure.
Spinnerbait.
Okay, spinnerbait. That's a spinner with a rooster tail on the bottom of it. As you can see, this I would say is meant for trout. Could work for pike and bass.
I actually caught a bass on a spinner.
Oh, you did? Yeah. This is a very, very nice spinnerbait because it has the rooster tail, which changes a lot about the bait in general. Okay. And also has the kind of tiger, like the
tiger design.
Yeah, tiger design. On the spinner blade, as you can see.
I like about spinners that they always come in like different design with the rooster tail.
Yeah.
Like you can like tie it on.
Yeah.
But what you don't have, like spinner baits come in sizes. Like there's size 0, size 1, size 2, size 3. I actually have a size 3, and I also have a size 5. Size 5s are like the size of a regular spoon.
Yeah,
but the blade is like actually big.
But this is a very, very nice design, and I personally think this would work for probably trout, bass. So this is going to be our first category where it's a hybrid for all 3 of the main categories of fish that we were actually talking about. So this is for all 3, and so yeah. Now let's go to the next lure, guys, and this time we're down to 2 lures now. Okay, now I'm gonna choose a spoon. As you can see, here is the spoon. Okay, this is pike, trout. This would be maybe for a big smallmouth bass. Big smallmouth bass, I'd say.
Yeah, probably.
This could work for you American dudes. This would work for your largemouth bass. So I would say mostly pike and trout. But yeah. So, mostly pike and trout for this spoon. What do you say about this?
I'd say, yeah, I would say the same. Because I actually caught a pike on a Len Thompson spoon.
Yep.
And they said Len Thompsons are usually meant for bass and pike and trout. But I didn't believe them. I was trolling around on the South Pier.
Mm-hmm.
And I just caught a big bass on it. And I was just like, what the heck? So, I think bass are, like, really good for spoons.
Well, I find... I'm not going to say they're really good for spoons. I'm just going to say that I would say trout and pike are the ones that are good for spoons.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are really, really attracted to, like, spoons and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Isaac, do the honors for our last lure.
We don't know what brand this is.
It says on the bill.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh. We do not know what brand it is.
But I think this is supposed to mimic like a scarefish, kind of. Spookfish or spookbait.
It looks like a minnow.
Yeah, it is a minnow because it has the top right. It looks like the Rapala original floater. Same paint job. but it's not like a deep diver.
No, it's it has like it kind of has like the crankbait style.
Yeah.
Kind of has like the square bail kind of thing, except it's a round edge to the bail, and which probably gives it, I would say, instead of doing a motion that is going down like this, because what happens with the propeller is when it goes like this, it goes like that, and then it will float back up. Except when you yank it down, it'll go like this.
Yeah.
Except this.
You just have to reel it in.
This would have more of a, this would have more of an action. That would be like this. And the tail behind it will be swimming. And like that. And it would be a lot easier, I would find, to deal with than a regular jerkbait. And hey, I found a really tiny split shot.
Probably the world's tiniest split shot.
Yeah, probably use that for like fly fishing or something.
Did we clear out the whole tackle box?
Yep. Okay, guys. So...
that's going to be it.
That's going to be it for this Van Dyke Lab. If you really liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'm going to be adding my Instagram right about here in this corner. And if you want to go back to the channel, I'm going to link it in this corner. And yeah, so hope you guys had a great day. And by the way, this Instagram thing is really new. Hoping to see some of you guys there, and have a great day.
Keep on fishing and never stop.